Okay, so in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the steps that will enable you to create little apps for specific purposes inside of ChatGPT. Now these apps, they're called custom GPTs. So instead of using prompts and that kind of thing, what you do is you set everything up. You get ChatGPT to basically build it for you. It builds a list of instructions that you put into another place inside of ChatGPT, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. And then every time you want to use it, then you can use it for your own business. If you want to create copy or create lead magnets or sales page, VSL scripts, or lots and lots of other bits and pieces. I've been building these little apps for months and months and months. And as well as using them in my own business, I also sell them. If you've watched the video short, you will have seen that I mentioned that I made over $15,000. Anyway, this is something that absolutely anyone can do. There are no coding skills. There's no experience required. It's that easy because ChatGPT basically does it all for you. Now, you might see tutorials elsewhere about creating custom GPTs, but the way I do it, and I'm sure other people do it as well, but the way I do it is I get ChatGPT to tell me what it needs, and this is kind of the hack. This is what makes it really easy. Before I take you inside of ChatGPT, let me just point out that as well as being able to use these little apps in your own business for whatever reason you want them for, you can also sell them. So once you've created a little ChatGPT, a custom GPT, sorry, then you get a link. You can decide who has access to that link, who can use the custom GPT, and you can sell it. Like I say, I've been doing that myself. So let me show you how this works and how you can create your own. So full disclosure, I use ChatGPT Plus, which costs me $20 a month. Currently, we're in version 5.2. So this it may impact how you use it, but this is free. It's entirely up to you whether you want to do this or not. So essentially, GPTs, you can see that I've got a number down on the left-hand side. And in order to create a GPT, you would click Explore GPTs first, and then I'll take you through the steps. But before you get to that point, you need to get the instructions. And we're going to get, or I'll show you how to get ChatGPT to actually create the instructions for you. So you're going to need to start off with a plan. Let me pause this a second and pull something up. Okay, so here's a fairly easy example. So in this case, I wanted to create a custom GPT, which is another word for app, a custom GPT to create bonuses for products which I might want to promote, and also for other people, so I could sell this. I did sell this. And what you do is just start off with, asking the question. So I would like your help to create a custom GPT which creates bonuses to complement a specific product. Okay, so you're asking it for help, and I would like the GPT to follow the following instructions, structure and format. Now, instructions, structure, format, basically you're telling ChatGPT what it needs to do, and then it will format what it needs to do into instructions that you'll paste into the next step. Sounds complicated, but it is very, very simple. So you don't need to worry about prompts or anything like that at this point or throughout this whole process, to be perfectly honest with you. Because as I've just mentioned, once you've done this is the hardest part. Once you've done this, then GPT will create everything you need. And I'll show you the next step in just a moment. But, you just basically tell it what it needs to or what you'd like it to do. So what you're going to need to do here is you'll have an idea of, the kind of app that you want to create, what the sequence of points will be, as in, the user needs to enter, in this case, it's enter a summary of the target product. That's the product that I want to promote, or just paste in the sales copy. And then GPT will suggest 3 bonus product ideas which complement the target product. Okay, so very straightforward. And then I'm just telling it to create each bonus idea based around written text-based product, i.e. something that ChatGPT can create without additional input. This for me is important because I don't want to be incorporating additional tools. I don't want to do any additional work. I want an app that I can put, or people can put their details in, or start it off by, in this case, entering a summary of a target product, and it does the rest of it for them. So it's important that you add in little pointers like this, because ChatGPT will sometimes, it'll do so much and then it'll suggest you go and do this or use this tool, and that really defeats the object. Okay, so then step 3, after the suggestions, the custom GPT will ask the user, which bonuses shall I create? And then it's just basic stuff like using H1, H2 tags. This is specific, obviously, to this custom GPT because this is about building bonuses. What you're doing may be completely different, but you need to give ChatGPT as much detail as possible. So come up with an idea, and this is the way I suggest you do it. This is the way I do it anyway. Come up with an idea, write it all down, and then put it in logical steps. Imagine yourself as the end user, the person using this app, and then ask yourself which would be the most logical process or the logical way for the customer or the user to get the most out of this app. So they need to start somewhere, so work from there. In this case is enter the target product or a summary of the target product or a sales page of the product sales page, and then work on from there. Okay, so add as much detail as you can. This will take a little while, but remember, once you've done this, you only need to do it once. And once you've done it, you have this app to use in your own business, and you can obviously sell it as well. So here we go. So then it will come up with workflow instructions. It differs from time to time, I'll be honest with you. It doesn't always look the same. Now, sometimes it will give you everything that you need for the next step in a copy box like this, okay? In which case you would just copy that. Or sometimes it will create a download text file, okay? Now it's important, well, anyway, I'm going to take you through this, but sometimes you'll find, you can see here that there were a couple of issues with this once I had pasted it into the next section, and then I just come back to this chat, tell GPT that there are, what the issues are, what the bugs are, and get it to iron those out as well. So it's important to check on that, but anyway, let's scroll down here, and so this is the final. So download that. Okay, this is already expired, but yeah, this was from a while ago. So yeah, you'll get the text download there, or like I said, it'll be the code box. And then once you've got that, let's open up the sidebar. So you've got your instructions, and then you need to click on Explore GPTs, like so. Obviously, I've already got GPTs in here, but you would click on Create, and then you would name your custom GPT there. So this would be your app name. You would put an app image in here, name it, add a short description. I'll show you one of mine in just a moment. And then the instructions that ChatGPT has just created for you, you paste in here. Okay? So just paste it all in there. And then conversation starters. Let me just, before I do that, we'll cover this in just a second, but now if you're anything like me, well, let's say that you're an affiliate marketer and you have a lot of promos that you've already done, or emails or stuff like that, and you're creating a workflow app that creates, say, your promotional emails, then you can upload files so it understands your style or your tone, the way you write. So you can upload files there. Capabilities, now first one, no recommended model. So this will allow anybody to use your custom GPT. Excuse me. So I'd leave that as no recommended model required. And you would tick or untick these little boxes depending on what your app does. If it includes image generation, then obviously you need to keep that one selected. Web search, then you would need to keep that one checked, and so on. And then once you've done that, you click on save. Anyway, let me show you one of mine. So this is the app that I built with the instructions that I've just shown you. I click on here, edit GPT, then I can show you better what I mean. So your image goes in here, name here, so custom bonus creator, a description. I'll create exclusive bonuses to complement digital products. And that's what anybody using this app will see here. So the name here, description here, conversation starters, which I didn't mention just a moment ago, but you can see here, this is the start button really. So anybody using this, they would come into GPT through your link, click this button, and that would activate the GPT or the app. Okay, so the main point here is to paste all the instructions that GPT gave you in here where it says instructions. See, they're all pasted in there. And then you would click on save or update. And then once you've done all that, this is where you select who can use it. So you can add it to the GPT store if you want to, anyone with a link, or just yourself. So if you want to keep it for your own business, then you would select only me. But I've been selling a lot of these, as I've mentioned before. So I've selected anyone with a link. Click on save, and then copy link. So now, if I paste that link in there, it opens the custom GPT, which, as I've already mentioned, is essentially an app. And because you have this link and you've already coded, or ChatGPT has coded and built this app for you, then you can continue to sell it. Or you can even give it away to build your list or as a bonus, etc. Anyway, if you like this video and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel for more tips. Hit the like button. And if you have any questions, comments on this video, then drop a comment and I'll do my best to reply to you as soon as I see it. And lastly, if you're interested in a very simple way of making extra money online, simple as in you don't have to really create anything, you don't have to build anything, you don't need email lists, you don't need to spend hours learning new tricks. In fact, something that you can do in 20 to 30 minutes a day, then click the link underneath this video. And thanks once again for watching this video.